Daniela here with another PickFu tutorial, and today we're going to talk about one of my favorite polls to run on PickFu, split testing your main images for Amazon. Check it out.
All right, PickFuers, for one of my favorite topics, main images on Amazon. Let's get into it. So we're going to start straight away with this split test that we ran for this client on Amazon. And here's the thing. You have to understand where you're at in the Amazon optimization funnel, right? There's first focusing on your SEO and making sure that you're getting found in the search results. Then once you're getting found in the search results, how do you make sure people are clicking on your product? Well, if you're seeing very low sessions, but you know that you're showing up for search results, then you know people just aren't clicking into your listing. And so that is a part of the funnel where you just happen to be stuck at. And usually the lowest hanging fruit for this piece of the funnel is focusing on your main images. I always say to clients, this is the one of the pieces that most clients forget about, or they leave on the back burner and think that they're going to come back to it later, and they don't. It usually has great gains when you spend some time split testing your main image on Amazon. It's actually one of the #1 tests that we run for clients at Mindful Goods. We run it for almost all of our client projects because we know the value that it brings to the table in terms of bringing people into your listing. So if you don't bring people into the listing over your competition, then you're losing sales, right? So on this test, if you look at this middle variation here, what you can see is that it was actually not using all of the white space top and bottom. So it actually looks smaller than the other variations on the left and right. So see how much smaller this actually looks when you look at them next to each other. The other thing that you'll notice is this is a very low resolution image. So it just doesn't pop. It doesn't look like crisp and clear. Yes, they're using vibrant colors, but everything looks just like a little blurry. So when you're talking about standing out, you really want to have a crisp, clear image. And sometimes photography is not the best option for getting a crystal clear image. Sometimes you'll want to do a render. And this is a very gray area with Amazon, right? But the way that we look at it is that you want to aid the shopper. And Amazon is all about positive intent and sales, right? So if your intent is to help and aid the shopper into buying a product, and at the end of the day getting more sales, then it's a win for Amazon and it's a win for you as a brand, right? But if you're trying to, cheat the buyers in some kind of way by creating a render that's not actually what your product is, then that's deception, and that's not what Amazon wants. They want to build trust on the platform. So just keep that in mind and make sure that whatever you're doing in terms of editing your image, that you're really trying to aid the shopper in the buying process. So the other thing that you'll notice here is that they do have the packet on the outside, but there's like this glare on the front of it, right? You see 30 packets, but it's just like very subtle. And so are these words here. So if we go back and we look at the two variations that our team came up with, we have option A, and on both options, you'll see we pulled the packets out, but put them a little bit smaller. We put the ingredients on the outside, and these are what we call eye candy, right? We're trying to grab the shopper's eyeballs and their attention away from the competition. And so you'll notice we also added some post edits. So here, you can't really see that it says vegan anywhere, but it is a vegan product. So we're highlighting that here. We're making sure that this render has very clear text. So if we just click and take a look at it, you can see that it's super clear and easy to read. It's a very high fidelity, polished, finished product. And here you can see very clearly that it's 30 packets. These ingredients here are to insinuate what flavors the product is. And yes, it has the berries on the box too. So you don't really necessarily have to do this, but it's just that added eye candy to draw the eye again, right? Drawing the eye in order to get the attention and get the clicks into your listing. And then here we actually did like fanning out of the packets. And then on this right option here, option C, we didn't fan the product, but we actually tilted the box just a tiny bit. And again, we're talking about these like very minute, subtle changes. But then if you look at the scores, this one won by a score of 54 to 36, right? So if we click on this one and look down here, option C had 27 votes of people picking this as their first choice out of the 3, right? And so that right there is a very clear winner over this one, even though this one looks great. And you probably, if you're just looking at these really quick, you probably don't see all the very subtle differences. But if you need to be thinking about yourself as one data point. And what we're pulling here is 50 data points of Amazon shoppers telling us which one they would click on, right? Which image do you prefer? And so here we have a very clear winner by just adding these little elements of post edits, digital rendering the box, making sure everything is crisp and clear and vibrant and popping off the screen. And that's how you get a clear winning main image on Amazon, especially in a category that is as competitive as supplement products like this. You really want to double down and make sure you have a winning variant, and PickFu is the best way to get this data quickly and off of Amazon to ensure that you're picking the best main image for your product listing.
All right, so there you have it. All my insider tips for how we help clients stand out with their main images on Amazon. So now it's up to you. Get testing and show us how it goes.